How do we become who we are? This is a question that has puzzled philosophers and psychologists for centuries. The cognitive approach offers a compelling answer. It suggests that our thoughts and mental processes are the architects of our identity. We are not simply born with a fixed sense of self. Instead, we actively construct it over time. We do this by processing information from our experiences. We observe our actions, reflect on our emotions, and interact with the world around us. Our mind then uses this data to build a concept of who we are. This self-concept is not static. It evolves as we encounter new experiences and gather more information about ourselves. Think of it like building a puzzle. Each piece of information we gather about ourselves, each experience we have, is like a piece of the puzzle. As we fit these pieces together, a picture begins to emerge. This picture is our self-concept, our understanding of who we are. This chapter will delve deeper into this cognitive approach. We will explore different theories about how this self-construction happens and the factors that influence it. William James, a renowned psychologist, offered groundbreaking insights into the self. He argued against the idea of a single, unified self. Instead, he proposed that the self is fluid and multifaceted. Our identity is not fixed, but rather a constantly evolving stream of consciousness. James introduced the concepts of the I self and the me self. The I self is the subjective experiencer of life. It's the part of us that feels, thinks, and acts in the present moment. The me self is the object of our self-reflection. It's the self we think about, the one we describe to others. The me self is further divided into different aspects: the material self, our body and possessions; the social self, our roles and relationships; and the spiritual self, our values and beliefs. All these aspects together form our overall sense of who we are. James's ideas laid the groundwork for understanding the self as a dynamic and complex entity. His work highlighted the importance of both internal experiences and social interactions in shaping our identity. Psychologists have developed various models to understand the self. These models can be broadly categorized into two groups: global and differentiated. Global models aim to identify universal principles of personality. They seek to explain human behavior through broad frameworks that apply to everyone. One example is Freud's psychoanalytic theory. It proposes that personality is shaped by unconscious drives and early childhood experiences. Another example is Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which suggests that humans are motivated by a hierarchy of needs ranging from basic survival to self-actualization. Differentiated models, on the other hand, emphasize the uniqueness of each individual. They focus on how personal experiences, cultural background, and social context shape our sense of self. These models recognize that there is no one-size-fits-all approach to understanding personality. Carl Jung's analytical psychology, for instance, highlights the importance of individual archetypes and the personal unconscious in shaping our identity. These models remind us that while we share common human experiences, our individual journeys and self-perceptions are unique. The question of whether we possess a single, unified self or multiple selves is a topic of ongoing debate. Some theories propose that our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors stem from a central, integrated self. This unified self provides a sense of coherence and continuity to our experiences. Other perspectives argue that we have multiple selves that are activated in different situations and relationships. These selves might have varying values, beliefs, and even memories. For example, we might act differently at work than we do with close friends or family. This concept of multiple selves doesn't necessarily mean we have entirely separate personalities. Rather, it suggests that our self-expression is fluid and adaptable to different social contexts. We may emphasize certain aspects of our personality depending on the situation we find ourselves in. Both perspectives offer valuable insights into the complex nature of the self. Ultimately, the experience of self can be both unified and multifaceted. Our sense of self may shift and evolve depending on our internal state, social environment, and personal reflections. Section 5. Carl Rogers, the importance of self-acceptance. Carl Rogers, a prominent figure in humanistic psychology, emphasized the importance of self-acceptance in his work. Rogers believed that each person has a real self and an ideal self. The real self is who we are at our core, while the ideal self is who we strive to be. When these two selves are aligned, we experience congruence. This means we accept ourselves for who we are, flaws and all. This self-acceptance is crucial for our well-being and personal growth. However, when there's a significant gap between our real and ideal selves, we experience incongruence. This can lead to feelings of dissatisfaction, anxiety, and low self-esteem. Rogers believed that unconditional positive regard, accepting ourselves and others without judgment, is essential for bridging this gap. His work highlighted the importance of self-compassion and authenticity in living a fulfilling life. Rogers' ideas continue to resonate with many today, emphasizing the power of self-acceptance in fostering personal growth and well-being. Section 6, Albert Bandura, The Power of Belief in Shaping Ourselves. Albert Bandura, known for his social cognitive theory, proposed that our beliefs play a crucial role in shaping our actions and ultimately our sense of self. He introduced the concept of self-efficacy, which refers to our belief in our ability to succeed in specific tasks or situations. When we have high self-efficacy, we believe in our capabilities and are more likely to take on challenges, persevere through difficulties, and achieve our goals. This belief in ourselves becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. We set high goals, work hard, and are more likely to achieve them, which further reinforces our self-efficacy. Conversely, low self-efficacy can lead to self-doubt and inaction. We may avoid challenges, give up easily, and limit our own potential. Bandura's work highlighted the powerful connection between our thoughts, beliefs, and actions. Section 7, The Ongoing Journey of Self-Discovery. Understanding the self is not a destination, but rather an ongoing journey. As we encounter new experiences, form new relationships, and navigate the complexities of life, our sense of self continues to evolve. It's a dynamic process of exploration, reflection, and growth. This journey is deeply personal and unique to each individual. There is no right or wrong way to define oneself. What matters most is that we approach this journey with curiosity, self-compassion, and a willingness to learn and grow along the way. The cognitive perspective provides valuable tools for this exploration. By understanding how our thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions shape our reality, we can begin to challenge limiting beliefs, cultivate self-acceptance, and ultimately become the authors of our own lives. Section 8. The impact of social media on self-perception. In today's digital age, social media plays a significant role in shaping our self-perception. The curated versions of ourselves we present online, the constant comparisons, and the pressure to portray a certain image can profoundly impact how we see ourselves. While social media can be a tool for connection and self-expression, it's essential to be mindful of its potential influence on our self-esteem and body image. It's crucial to remember that social media often presents an idealized and filtered version of reality. Instead of seeking validation through likes and followers, let's focus on cultivating a healthy and authentic sense of self, both online and offline. Engaging in activities that bring us joy, surrounding ourselves with supportive relationships, and practicing self-compassion can help us navigate the digital landscape without compromising our well-being. Section 9, Conclusion, Embracing the Complexity of the Self. The cognitive approach offers a rich and nuanced understanding of the self. It highlights the active role we play in constructing our identity through our thoughts, perceptions, and interpretations of the world around us. Our sense of self is not fixed or predetermined, but rather a dynamic and evolving aspect of our being. From William James's concept of a fluid and multifaceted self to Carl Rogers's emphasis on self-acceptance and Albert Bandura's insights on self-efficacy, these theories provide valuable frameworks for understanding how we become who we are. As we continue to explore the complexities of the human mind, let's embrace the ever-evolving nature of the self and approach this journey of self-discovery with curiosity, compassion, and a lifelong commitment to growth.